Hi, I'm Brenda Gallagher.
And I'm Halsey.
And we are the Loon Chicks. They call us the Loon Chicks because we swim around all the islands of Lake Winnipesaukee, and many times we encounter the loons, and we're actually swimming with them, and the loons love being close to the islands.
And we're raising awareness for the protection of loons, and yeah, it's wonderful. We hear loons and see loons every day when we're out there.
And we're supporting the Loon Preservation Committee, or LPC, and also
the Lake Sturgeon Conservation Trust. The Lake Sturgeon Conservation Trust helps in that they're conserving 14 different island properties, some in whole and some in part. And islands are very good habitat for loons. Is location. It's safe from predators.
There are 264 islands.
We've actually swum around all the islands, and we're starting to do it again so that we can shorten the time in that we've done it.
We've swam in Paugus Bay, over in Meredith Bay, and Center Harbor, and all the way in Multiboro Bay, down to Greens Basin, and then way down in Alton Bay, Wolfboro. Yep, and we would end up going to the islands and getting very close into the island by jet ski. Throw a 5-pound mushroom anchor right into the water and hop into the water
and swim around clockwise, always clockwise.
Yeah.
Some of the swims were 3 hours long around some of the bigger islands.
It looks like we've swam about a little over 85 miles. Sometimes we'd leave in the morning between 9 and 9:30, and we'd get back home between 3, and one day we got home as late as 6 o'clock in the afternoon. And that's how we got all those islands in.
So we bring lots of good snacks.
Yep.
And we actually used baby food for some of it. Brenda's favorite is blueberry banana.
Yep, I have some here.
And we did probably 25 islands one day. Because some of the islands are very, very small.
Yeah.
A majority of the islands are small.
The smallest is probably Becky's.
Yeah, I mean, some of the islands are just really a rock with some vegetation. And the advisor's rule for islands is something like, if the rock is 3 feet above water, has some vegetation, it is considered an island.
The largest island we swam around is this island right over here. It's called Bear Island. And we did divide it up into 2 days. We swam almost 8 miles. So those were long days for us.
So to be fair, we only swam around the islands that did not have bridges. There are 8 islands on the lake that are bridged.
There are some islands that were unswimmable. You could swim half of it, but the other half you could not swim around.
We would have been disturbing a habitat, for sure.
Yeah. A lot of times we compare this to the 4,000 footers because you do the 4,000 footers in the White Mountains, and your goal isn't to do all of them in 1 year. The goal is just to do it over time and to enjoy what you're doing. And that's what we do with swimming around the islands.
Yeah, and when we first started doing it, we just kind of fell upon it and then realized that we could make something good out of this.
Yeah.
It was really kind of fun to realize
that we could support the Loon Preservation Committee and the Conservation Trust. So we have a fundraiser coming up. It's called Winni Swim. It's on August 8th, and you can register on the Loon Preservation Committee website or loon.org, and it's right there on the front page, or in the left corner it says Winni Swim. And this is a mile swim around Ragged Island, or you could kayak around it, whichever you're more comfortable doing, and you could even start swimming and then just swim into the island if you don't feel like swimming the whole mile.
There are shuttles from Harilla Landing, and all the information is on the website.
Yeah.
We'll have a luncheon after, and Harry Vogel would be there to give us a talk about the loons on Ragged Island, and there are nesting sites there on the island. And then we have Don Barry from the LRCT who will be there as well to give a tour of the island.
Yeah.
Because it's owned by the Lake Region Conservation Trust.
Yeah. So this is
it
sponsored
should
by
be.
LPC, the Lakes Region
LRCT,
Conservation
and
Trust,
IrwinMarine.
and IrwinMarine.
Yeah. It's going to be a great event. I hope you can make it.
Yes.
1 mile swim. You can just have fun and just, giggle your way around the island. Just have fun. You can kayak, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Just come join us. It's going to be a blast.
It just seems like what's good for the loons is good for us swimmers.
You can't ask for anything better to do in the summer. It's amazing.